Hey, what's going on? It's James Canzanella, your Affilio hero, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over some of the best templates when it comes to ClickFunnels. Now, I've used quite a few of these, and regardless of the ones that I use, something remains usually constant, and it's the fact of the simplicity in what you actually put on them. So even if you're using ClickFunnels, or if you're not using ClickFunnels, you can pretty much get some information from this and use it as your own template, regardless of where you're going to be creating, say, a squeeze page, a thank you page, and so on and so forth. I'm also not going to go through every single type of page. Pretty much just going to stick with the squeeze page and the thank you page because those are pretty much used almost everywhere and a lot of times. Okay, so there's, like I said, there's a ton of them. There's probably well over 100. A lot of these are the newer ones, so I haven't used those as much. I remember this one. I think it might have been Frank Kern who first started doing that many years ago with the warning thing. And if you look at it, it has like the arrow that I think is animated. Yep. This was back in the day. And pretty simple, something like this is certainly for like, I don't know what the word is, like solo ads or something, they stumbled upon this weird formula and they made $8 million in 26 seconds from scratch, even though they didn't have a head or something like that. But yeah, you get the idea. Aside from that, I do like this get instant access. It's very clean and simple. And when you hover over it, makes, does a cool little trick there, so to speak. Anywho, that's an old school one. But the ones I like the best are these simplest, right? That one is pretty simple. That one's kind of simple. A lot of these have a lot of things going on. This one isn't even that bad. But you're just going to have to probably make the font a little smaller, especially if you're using a headline. But a little tip also is that you usually want to make everything above the fold. So if they go to this page, you want everything to be right here where they don't have to scroll up or down. In fact, I wouldn't even give them the option to scroll up or down. If I was using this, I would cut out the bottom part so there's nothing here. It just gives them less to do, which means they can do the most important thing, which is entering their email address. Anyway, let's continue on. I do have a lot of templates here as well. So as I scroll down, as you'll see some of these here. Now, the cool thing is that right here when it comes to how to make passive income online, this is probably one of my most popular and highest converting ever. The one I use right now is very similar. It just has like a different little box here. But aside from that, the most important thing here is going to be the headline, which is going to be the benefit, and of course a little bit extra. I'm sure you've seen this before if you've seen any of my opt-ins. I used one very similar to this, except the headline was different. It was something about getting like 71% opt-ins, and that opt-in page got me around 71, between like 70 and 80%, depending on who I was targeting. It works very well. This is just some extra social proof. As you can see, the last time I used this one was like 2017, but what I'll do is use this template, change things around, and then go from there. So let's continue on. This was actually, if you notice, I put the best squeeze. This isn't in there. I believe it was at Eben Pagan. Was it Eben Pagan? No, I forgot who it was. I forgot the person's name. I know I haven't seen him around in a while, but they had this little quiz thing where this isn't supposed to be here, where once you click on this, and then this shows up. Okay, I don't know why that was on the bottom, but this has been used a lot of times. I know it converts very well. I've seen other people use it. I've used it, but this hasn't been updated in a while, and this one's actually like pretty difficult to make. You definitely need some ClickFunnels script magic, something so to speak. So I'm not familiar with that, but I do know a template like this does convert very well. I'd probably shorten this up a little, and then of course it's a micro commitment. So let me open this again. The idea here is it looks like this, where you don't see this. You could say, how did you hear about us? Like, are you interested in affiliate marketing? Are you interested in getting traffic? So on and so forth. They say yes, they say wherever. And of course, micro commitment, they're halfway there. They would just enter in their email, and that would be that. Okay, so that's a really good one, despite the fact that it is not in there. Okay, affiliate squeeze. There's me. That's a saved template for a thank you page. And once again, ones like this or this, clean box opt-in, work very well. In this scenario, I would remove the full name unless you're doing a webinar. You don't really need the name. You don't need to address them by the name. It's just going to be more work for people, and the less boxes they have to fill out, the more opt-ins you're going to get. So keep that in mind. Would you rather have more emails or less emails with their first name? I know which one I would pick. That's going to be up to you. So I'd rather have you not use the full name or first name or last name, whatever it's going to be. That's only important if you're doing like direct mail, or you need to send something out to them, obviously, or if like you're doing a webinar. So keep that in mind. This one I've used as well. This one actually I did get a 71% opt-in with. It was for the make money online niche. Once again, very simple. If you look from top to bottom, everything is above the fold. So you got your headline, a little bit else, and you got the two-step opt-in here. Once again, I would remove the full name or the first name. So it's just email address, and then of course this. And of course you can edit everything up. So that one is a good one as well. You can change around the top the colors so it can actually match your brand. Once again, this was the one I actually used that got me 71%. Discover how, should probably go how I went from 0 to whatever in only 31 days without spending a dime on traffic. I actually did, that was a product I did. And then like a little bit after, once obviously people bought it, it might have been a year later, whenever it was, I used it as a bonus. So I put this in buyer spots. What would happen back then was when I was launching products, I would use this as a bonus spot. So whenever someone purchased that product, they'd get a little banner and they could click on this and I would collect opt-ins that way. So it was extremely targeted traffic and probably the best traffic because it was buyers. Okay, once again, a basic squeeze page. This one is not bad at all. This is a little disclaimer, but once again, everything is above the fold. It's easy, it's simple. There's not a lot going on. Once again, removing the first name. So this would be, this enter your email address would be like this long, okay? And then get access. You could also do a two-step opt-in. Once again, very good one. That's mine again. And that's pretty much it when it comes to it. And this one, pre-frame squeeze page. This one is an interesting one where you go click to get free report. And then it goes to another completely kind of different spot, I guess you could say. It's still on the same page, but pretty much everything else loads. Once again, not a bad one. Clean, simple, and those are really going to help you do well. It's not to say that the other ones don't convert well. You know, plenty of people always test things like that. However, in my preference, in my opinion, and what I've done, I just like having everything be right here so there's less distractions down below. And see with this, what can happen sometimes, this is the only place to sign up to enter their email. Sometimes people will scroll down and completely forget about it. Like there's no other sign up button here. There's no other email where you can enter your email. So I don't prefer those as much. Like I said, everything above the fold, simple, clean, usually tends to work really well. Let's go to the thank you page. We'll look at a few great templates. So this is giving you some ideas. Like I said, whether you use ClickFunnels or not, you can kind of use some of these as an example. That's pretty much my template that I save. And a lot of these, once again, it doesn't really matter. For these, mostly, you know, someone has already opted in, so it's not going to be as big of a deal in terms of conversion, unless it's like so ugly that someone's like, oh my God, I can't stay on this page anymore. But I actually use this one, and what I do is like I save it as a template. So I'll have my video up top, or my headline, then my video, and then a button. So I'll actually show you what that looks like. Should be right here, Affiliate Hero. Okay, so this is what my thank you page looks like, and actually use this one for all of my landing pages. So I'll have my headline, a little bit extra, like my value video, and then if there's any type of button I want to put here, say for like an affiliate product, for a review, for bonuses, whatever it's going to be, and then I just pretty much use that every single time. That's a very nice little tip when it comes to ClickFunnels. Once you get a template that you like, just go in, save it, and then you can just use that every time. And all you have to do is plug in your headline, you know, whatever else in your video, and change the link in your button around with the text. That's going to save you so much time instead of creating everything from scratch. It's kind of a little hack. I've been doing it a ton. That's why I have a lot of these that are saved, because in the past I would just keep using those over and over, and that would help me out a lot. Once again, this was actually where they downloaded that product I was talking about where I made like 4,000 in 31 days. Still have it here. And that was very simple, along with my private groups. That was the thank you page for that. But either way, that should help when it comes to getting some templates, whether you actually, use ClickFunnels or not. If you haven't, I will put a link down below where you can actually try it out for free, and you'll get a ton of awesome bonuses to go along with it. Heck, if you already have ClickFunnels and you'd like to save a bunch of money, you can still get my bonuses if you go through the Funnel Builder Secrets. That will be in the bonus section as well on the bottom. Either way, I'm James Kenzanella. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like some more tips when it comes to affiliate marketing, internet marketing, software, and so on and so forth. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome day.